Topkapi Palace. Imagine a palace where the fate of empires was decided, a place filled with priceless treasures, secret chambers, royal gardens, and breathtaking views over 2 continents. For nearly 400 years, this magnificent palace was home to the most powerful rulers of the Ottoman Empire. Welcome to Topkapi Palace, one of the world's greatest royal residences and one of Istanbul's most extraordinary historical landmarks. But what secrets lie behind its ancient walls? Who lived here? And why did this palace become the center of one of history's most powerful empires? Today, we're uncovering the incredible story of Topkapi Palace, the birth of an imperial palace. Our journey begins in 1453, when Sultan Mehmed II, famously known as Mehmed the Conqueror, captured Constantinople and transformed it into the new capital of the Ottoman Empire. After his historic victory, the young sultan wanted more than just a capital. He wanted a palace that would reflect the power, wealth, and ambition of his growing empire. Around 1460, construction began on a hill overlooking the Bosphorus Strait, the Golden Horn, and the Sea of Marmara. The location was carefully chosen because it offered breathtaking views and allowed the sultan to watch over both Europe and Asia. By 1478, the first sections of the palace were completed. No one could have imagined that this royal residence would soon become the political heart of an empire stretching across 3 continents. The center of an empire, Topkapi Palace was far more than a luxurious home. For almost 400 years, it served as the headquarters of the Ottoman Empire. From these magnificent halls, sultans ruled territories across Europe, Asia, and Africa. Important laws were signed here. Military campaigns were planned here. Foreign ambassadors from around the world came to these chambers, seeking alliances with one of the world's greatest superpowers. Every major decision affecting millions of people passed through the gates of Topkapi Palace. At its peak, the palace housed nearly 4,000 people, including members of the royal family, soldiers, ministers, chefs, artists, scholars, servants, and palace guards. It functioned like a small city hidden behind enormous stone walls, a palace unlike any other. Unlike the grand palaces of Europe, Topkapi Palace was designed as a collection of beautiful courtyards, elegant gardens, magnificent pavilions, and richly decorated buildings connected by peaceful walkways. The palace covers approximately 700,000 square meters, making it one of the largest royal complexes ever built. Visitors enter through the majestic Imperial Gate, leading into a series of magnificent courtyards. Each courtyard had a different purpose. Some welcomed visitors and officials. Others were reserved exclusively for the sultan and his closest advisors. The deeper someone entered the palace, the more restricted the access became. Only the most trusted people in the empire could reach the innermost sections. Life inside Topkapi Palace. Life inside the palace followed strict rules and traditions. Every day began before sunrise. Servants prepared royal meals, guard protected every entrance, and government officials gathered for important meetings. At the center of political life was the Imperial Council Chamber, where the empire's most powerful ministers discussed wars, trade, diplomacy, and laws. Although the sultan did not always sit inside the council room, he could secretly listen to every discussion through a hidden window, allowing him to hear everything without being seen. This unique feature demonstrated both the intelligence and authority of the Ottoman rulers. Meanwhile, deep inside the palace stood the famous Imperial Harem, a private residence where the sultan's family lived. Far more than a royal residence, the harem was a highly organized community with hundreds of rooms, schools, courtyards, baths, and beautifully decorated chambers. It became one of the most fascinating and mysterious places in Ottoman history. But Topkapi Palace holds even greater secrets. The Imperial Treasury. Behind the palace walls lies one of the world's most extraordinary collections of royal treasures. The imperial treasury is filled with magnificent golden thrones, diamond-studded swords, emerald-covered daggers, jewel crowns, and priceless gifts presented to the Ottoman sultans by rulers from across the world. Among its most famous treasures is the legendary Topkapi dagger, decorated with 3 giant emeralds, and the breathtaking 86-carat Spoonmaker's diamond, one of the largest and most famous diamonds ever discovered. These priceless artifacts reveal the incredible wealth and global influence of the Ottoman Empire. The sacred relics. One of the most respected parts of Topkapi Palace is the Sacred Relics Chamber. This special section preserves Islamic relics that are deeply significant to Muslims. According to Turkish authorities and palace collections, these include items traditionally associated with Prophet Muhammad, such as his blessed cloak, beard hairs, and other historic relics, along with artifacts linked to earlier prophets. For centuries, these sacred objects have been carefully protected and continue to attract visitors from around the world. From royal palace to museum. In 1924, after the establishment of the Republic of Turkey, Topkapi Palace was transformed into a museum. For the first time, people from all over the world could walk to the halls once reserved only for sultans, royal families, and high-ranking officials. Today, millions of visitors explore its beautiful courtyards, historic chambers, colorful gardens, and priceless collections every year. It remains one of the most visited historical landmarks in Turkey. Amazing facts. Here are a few fascinating facts about Topkapi Palace. It served as a residence of Ottoman Sultans for nearly 400 years. The palace contains hundreds of rooms, multiple courtyards, libraries, kitchens, and royal gardens. Its kitchens once prepared meals for thousands of people every day. The palace overlooks the Bosphorus Strait, the Golden Horn, and the Sea of Marmara, offering some of the most spectacular views in Istanbul. It is recognized as part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site of Historic Areas of Istanbul. Conclusion: Topkapi Palace is far more than a magnificent royal residence. It was a political heart of one of history's greatest empires, where powerful sultans ruled millions of people, priceless treasures were protected, and decisions that shaped world history were made. Today, every courtyard, chamber, and hallway tells a story of power, culture, faith, and extraordinary craftsmanship. Whether you're fascinated by history, architecture, or the legacy of the Ottoman Empire, Topkapi Palace is a place that truly brings the past to life. If you enjoyed this documentary, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more videos exploring world history, legendary landmarks, and the greatest civilizations in history. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next adventure.